Next, we're going to find a font that makes sense for the movie poster that we're doing. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can just type in the name of the movie and font in a Google search and you'll find something that works. So I'm going to do that. Tron Legacy font. You might even be able to find one that's just a generator. In which case we could just type in the font. So I'm going to do trap. So I could use something like this. I could pull this onto my desktop and convert this in Photoshop into a PNG, or delete away everything except the black font. The other thing I could do is download an actual font that somebody's made. So this is another one. I click download. This is where you need access to the administration level within a computer. So if you don't have that, you might have to go with the route where you generate the font this way, or use a computer that has that. So I'll add that in to my fonts on my computer. Then what I would do is I go into Photoshop and I'm going to use the type tool, find the new font, my font list here. Just going to make it in black first here. And I really need to make it a lot smaller here to be able to see. So my idea is that I'm going to make it trap and then don't fall for it right underneath. And I'm going to change the poster up just a little bit to be kind of silly. So to try to match what is in the movie poster for this part, the font needs to be a little bit further apart of the lettering. So I can change that, opening up the properties for the font, highlight it, and then using something called VA here, I can change the distance of the font. And I'll just work with the size to make it so it fits within trap. The other thing you can do after you've worked with the font is you can operate it kind of like a image. So I can do Control T and adjust how it looks that way too to change its shape. Then I'm going to just show you how you work with making it so that it looks like it's the font that you'd find in the movie poster. So I'm just going to put in a black background so we can see what it's going to look like a little bit better. Just want to pick the color from the font and use that. So then I can go into blending options, which I guess I'll just do one thing at a time here. I'm going to add a color overlay. I'm going to choose the color that I took from the poster. And I think adding an outer glow would be make a lot of sense for this. Again, choosing the same color. And probably adding a little bit more of a spread to it, but less on the size. That's looking pretty good. I can copy that blending style, or layer style we'll call it. So copy, put it on the other one. Then I'll paste layer style. And that right there is the font that I'm going to use for the poster. Now, if I'm saving, or I'm working on a different computer here, if I want to save it so I can just pull it into the new poster, I want to make sure that I've just got a blank background, invisible. So I can delete these two layers. And then I'd save this as a PNG file. I can just bring this right into my movie poster on the school machine.